Radial and I aren't speaking to each other. We cut off completely about 6 months ago when she started to write a book about our relationship. Now, I'm sorry if I'm bursting your bubble, but the Phoebe Hall that you've met is the public Phoebe Hall. The Phoebe Hall I lived with and grew up with. It's quite a different story.
Oh, I'm very happy with Jonathan's work, and so is the boss.
Well, that makes 3 of us.
Yes, indeed. If this goes well, he'll get his promotion. He's going to be moved upstairs.
Imagine, I mean, all these famous movie stars putting their autographs right here in this courtyard. I mean, look at them. John Wayne and Clark Gable. Clark Gable, what a guy. No, I wonder if he was anything like the parts he played in the movies.
Oh, I think so. Of course, I haven't spent that much time with him.
You knew Clark Gable?
Not new, no. I know Clark Gable.
How could you know him? He's dead.
Well, so am I. That's where I met him.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting.
Look, why don't you grab a few more shots? We gotta get going.
Okay. Yes. Look, Edward G. Robinson. Wait, it's really hard to get a good picture with everyone standing all over the autograph. I wish these tourists would all get back on a bus, you know what I mean?
I thought you were a tourist.
Janet, please. I happen to be a student of film, you know?
Oh, I see.
Boy, some tourists have no consideration for anybody else.
Oh, you said it.
Hey, it's you I'm talking about, Buster. You're hogging Burt Reynolds. Move, you hippie.
Hippie? I'm not a hippie.
Oh, then you're a bum. Anybody with a beard's either a hippie or a bum.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you something, you little troll.
Hey, Mark, come on, let's go. We got an appointment.
Okay. Jonathan, look, Phoebe Hall Square. I gotta get a picture of this. It'll only take a second. Oh, Phoebe Hall. You know, of all the movie stars in this whole place, she's the one I'd like to meet. I mean, she's a living legend.
Well, you're in luck. She's our assignment.
You're kidding.
Mr. Clifford, we'll see you now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Welcome, fellas. Henry Clifford.
I'm Jonathan Smith. This is Mark Gordon. Hi.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Can I get you some coffee, tea, spring water?
No, nothing for me. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, if you change your mind, boys, don't be shy. Now, where to begin? Every so often, the Hollywood Film Society likes to honor a distinguished actor or actress with a really fine tribute. And this year is going to be a pip because we are honoring...
Phoebe Hall.
Right. How did you guess? We haven't even announced it to the press yet.
Well, it's just a guess.
Oh, good. Well, she's 1 in a million. And we want her tribute to be as special as she is.
Oh, Mark and I will do anything we can to help.
Oh, good, good. Now, let me outline your jobs for you. Mark, we want to show some really great clips from Miss Hall's movies. And I'd like you to gather the clips for us from the University Film Library.
Oh, now that's what I call a job. Did I luck out or did I luck out?
I like your enthusiasm. And Jonathan, we want you to contact the guests and invite them to the tribute.
You're gonna meet all the movie stars.
Well, that's the way it goes.
And now, if you don't mind, I'd like you to start your job by meeting Miss Hall.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith. This is Mark Gordon. We're here to see Miss Hall.
Oh, yes, I'm Irene Casey, Miss Hall's secretary. She's out in the garden. I'll take you to her.
Thank you very much.
Miss Hall, your visitors are here. Mr. Smith, Mr. Gordon.
How nice of you to come, Mr. Smith.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Hall.
And how are you today, Mr. Gordon?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just great. Really happy to meet me. I'm you. I'm one of your biggest fans.
I'm honored.
I'm sure these flowers could like some water. Shall I take them inside?
Thanks, Irene.
This is quite a garden you've got here. You do it all yourself?
Well, to tell you the truth, the guy upstairs does all the hard work. I just help out a little.
I know what you mean.
Well, instead of baking here in the hot sun, why don't we talk over in the gazebo?
Sounds good.
I'll bet that's the gazebo your father built for you.
Oh, you really must be a fan if you remember about that. Yes, my father was very giving. Oh, I don't mean material things. He was just always there for us. I'm sorry he won't see the tribute. But I'll tell you, I was bowled over when the festival decided to do it.
I couldn't think of anyone more deserving.
Now, you're going to make me blush. Oh, sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Well, this is a good time to go over the invitation list.
Sure, fire away.
Okay, at the top, we've got your daughter and granddaughter.
Oh,
Was something wrong?
well, Mr. Smith,
Jonathan.
I don't think my daughter will be coming.
Hope she isn't sick or anything.
No, it's not that. We haven't been very close lately.
Hey, well, look, this might be a good excuse for the two of you to get together.
No. You see, to be blunt, Gail and I aren't speaking to each other. I mean, at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We cut off completely about 6 months ago when she started to write a book about our relationship. I don't think it's going to be a very flattering portrayal of our family life.
She's writing one of those expose books, huh?
I guess that's what they're called.
Miss Hall, excuse me for interrupting, but you have a fitting at Carlson's at 2 o'clock.
Oh, my. I forgot all about that. I can't possibly go like this, now can I? Forgive me, will you please?
Oh, don't you think a thing about it. Look, I'll just leave the list with you. You can go over it. We can talk later.
Thanks. The rest of the guest list will be a lot easier, I promise.
I can't believe it. I met her in person.
Well, you did. Now let's go meet her daughter.
What for?
To invite her to the tribute.
What?
My mother's right. I won't be at her tribute.
Of course, there's always a possibility you might change your mind.
I don't know what she said about me, but one thing I am not is a hypocrite. And I am not going to stand up in front of all those people and pretend that Phoebe Hall is some terrific person. Now, I'm sorry if I'm bursting your bubble, but the Phoebe Hall that you've met is the public Phoebe Hall. The Phoebe Hall I lived with and grew up with. It's quite a different story.
That's what the book's gonna be about?
Yes. About a woman totally wrapped up in herself, in her career. So wrapped up that nobody else mattered. Not her child, not her husband, nobody.
Kind of harsh words, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And they're going to shock a lot of people. And a lot of people are going to find out that the only real parent I had was my father. He was a good guy. But my sweet mother threw him out of the house when success went to her head. Now, these are some of the things that you don't know about Phoebe Hall, but you will now.
Of course, some people are going to say you're just exploiting your mother.
Oh, they already have. And I'll tell you exactly what I told them. That $100,000 advance on the book isn't going to begin to make up for what I've been through. Although being a divorced mother, I can sure use it.
Mommy, guess what? I got an A on my spelling test.
Oh, good girl, Robin. I'm so proud of you.
Mommy, do we have to take the pictures for the book on Saturday?
Yes, sweetheart, we do. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to be in Mommy's book.
But it's the same day as Jennifer's birthday party.
Sweetheart, I know, and we're going to go to the party after we take the pictures. I promise.
Okay.
I guess work has to come first sometimes, doesn't it?
I hope you're not comparing me to Phoebe Hall.
Did I say that?
Gentlemen, I think we've run the tribute into the ground. I have to get back to my typewriter, so what more can I say?
I guess nothing. We'll show ourselves out.
Well, it beats me why any daughter would write an expose book about her own mother. I mean, for any amount of money.
She's a very angry young lady.
Yeah, but to go public, I mean, that's out and out war. We don't know how you're ever going to get those two together.
I don't know how I'm going to get them in the same room together.
Maybe it was an airplane hangar or something like that. Let's see. As long as we're on an expense account, I think I'm going to have a triple banana split.
Oh, Mark, come on.
All right, I'll have a little chocolate sundae. You happy now? Where are all the waitresses around here? Hey, there's Mr. Clifford.
Hi, fellas.
Mr. Clifford, want to stop?
Thought you'd never ask.
Well, good luck if you want to eat. I think all the waitresses around here are out to lunch.
Oh, I think I might be able to speed that up a bit. What would you like?
Well, I was going to have a banana split, but...
It's done.
What'd you do then?
I think I know.
That's right, Smith.
What's right?
He's an angel.
I figured that now might be a good time to tell you. You see, I'm an area supervisor from upstairs.
Upstairs? What? You mean you're over Jonathan?
That's right. I've been sent down to observe and evaluate Jonathan's performance.
Oh. Well, let me tell you, he's the best. I mean, you take it from one who knows.
I guess you can tell he's a friend of mine.
I'm anxious to see how you handle this one.
So am I.
Mommy, we have to leave.
Not yet, sweetheart, not yet.
Can we get a little smile going there, Robin? Just a few more.
But Mommy...
Just a few more, sweetheart. Now, come on, let's get this done, and then we'll go to the party, okay? I promise.
Come on, Robin, just a little smile, okay?
Hello.
Come on. Oh, hello, don't tell me you, guys have come here to see me.
No, Mark's doing some work at the library here.
Yeah, on your mother's tribute.
Oh, terrific. Well, I hope we don't have to have a fight over the card catalog. I'm here doing my book research.
Who knows? Maybe you'll end up giving Mark a helping hand.
You're very funny.
Mommy, we have to leave. The party's already started.
I am sorry. The pictures are very important.
Guess it must be pretty tough, becoming a celebrity in your own right.
Say again?
Oh, I mean, so many things you have to give up for your career.
Jim, 1 second, sweetheart. Why don't you run on over there? You don't know when to quit, do you, Mr. Smith? This isn't exactly something I do every day.
Oh, I know that. I'm sure she won't resent it. She'll probably forget the whole thing ever happened.
You can't really believe that she would hold this against me.
Oh? I thought it was little things like this that build up over a period of time.
Did you say your name was Mr. Smith or Dr. Spock?
Oh, my name's Jonathan. And I just see a very disappointed little girl over there.
Well, Jonathan, I am not going to make the same mistakes my mother made. And for your information, my child's feelings are very important to me, if you'll excuse me. Jim, whatever pictures we've got, we've got. Robin and I are going to a party.
We are?
You bet we are.
All right, let's go.
Hi, fellas. Didn't want you to think I forgot you.
Oh, no, we never did that. Say, did you see that, Mr. Clifford? I mean, Jonathan really turned that chick around, getting her to take her little girl to the party. Now, that's what I call angeling.
Mark, you don't have to do that.
Seems like a step in the right direction.
Well, let's hope it helps anyway. Look, I gotta be going. I got a lot of work to do on the tribute.
Go ahead. We'll touch base later.
Right. I'll see you this afternoon.
Right. Hey, you keep up the good work. And then there's something. I mean, the man is amazing. One time we were on this...
Mark, you seem a little concerned about Jonathan's evaluation.
Concerned? Me? Nah.
I want you to know I'm very happy with Jonathan's work, and so is the boss.
Well, that makes 3 of us.
Yes, indeed. If this goes well, he'll get his promotion. He's going to be moved upstairs.
What? Upstairs? What, you mean he won't be down here anymore?
That's right. No more probation. Oh, heaven knows he's earned it. Gotta fly.
You sit. I'll get it.
Hi, Radial.
Oh, Miss Hall's in the living room.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi, Phoebe.
Forgive me, I'm just having a bad day. These are the galleys of Gail's book. My agent got a hold of them for me, bless him. It's worse than I expected. I may not have been a perfect mother. I mean, there were a lot of times I wasn't there, a lot. But I'm an actress. I was working 14 hours a day. I suppose I didn't explain it to her very well. But I wasn't a monster.
Oh, I know that.
Well, I don't think the people reading this are going to be as easy on me. They're not going to know that it's filled with distortions. Especially about my divorce from Gail's father. She was only 7 at the time, and she was very angry about it.
And that angry 7-year-old is still inside.
I'm afraid so.
Phoebe, if only you and your daughter could get together and talk about the way things were.
Oh, Jonathan, no. It just won't happen. I ran into her a few months ago. And it was an absolute disaster. And now I think the tribute may be a disaster.
Oh, of course it won't.
Oh, really? Gail's publisher is planning a full-scale publicity release for her book. Oh, the same day of the tribute. It'll be in all the newspapers, the magazines, television, everywhere. It's amazing, isn't it? The night of the tribute, everyone is going to know how much my daughter hates me.
Well, look who's here.
Oh, isn't this cozy? A couple of members of the Phoebe Hall fan club meeting in the stacks.
Tell you the truth, I'm not that big a fan of your mother.
Oh, yeah?
Lillian, you know, just doing a job, you know how it is. In fact, if you like, maybe you could use some help on your book.
What?
Well, yeah, well, I know all about Phoebe's career, you know, and I got a lot of info on her, you know, dates, places, people in her life.
And you want to help me?
Yeah, see, I was thinking, maybe the real Phoebe Hall is not so great after all. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed to write a book, express yourself?
That I can't disagree with.
Right.
Listen, I don't know what your game is, but I could use some help with the research.
You got it. The thing is, you know, just don't tell my buddy Jonathan, you know, he just wouldn't understand.
That's good. Thank you, Mark.
Hey, glad I could do it, you know?
Hey, how you doing?
Jonathan, what are you doing here? I mean, I thought you were somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I was somewhere else. Now I'm here.
I have to go out and get something to eat. They're going to be showing some of my mother's films in about an hour.
Well, maybe we'll bump into each other again. You never know.
Okay, what's wrong?
Wrong? What could be wrong?
Oh, come on. How many years have we been traveling together? 2, 3?
Yeah, but it's about
And
that.
you're still going to be lying to an angel.
Well,
Come on, out with it. What's wrong? What's going on?
something, Gail, with her book.
What?
I was helping Gail with her book.
Why would you do something like that?
You want to know why? All right, I'll tell you why. I talked to Mr. Clifford, and for your information, that nice old angel is not down here just to evaluate you. He is down here because if you do well on this assignment, you are going to get kicked upstairs.
I know that.
You do?
Yeah, that's what I came over here to tell you. Look, I would have told you sooner, but I was having a hard time working myself up to it. I mean, it's not going to be easy leaving you.
Yeah. Look, maybe you won't have to. Don't you see? My helping Gail with the book is kind of insurance for us. I mean, she gets the book out on time, and she and Phoebe don't get together. The assignment is a bust. You don't get the promotion, and you stay right here with her.
Mark, we can't do that. It's wrong.
Why? I mean, it's not the worst thing if they don't get together and socialize. I mean, they haven't gotten along in years, right? The world hasn't come to an end.
Mark, I can't blow an assignment on purpose. Even if part of me wants to. Now go wait for me at the hotel. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to talk to Gail.
Jonathan.
Mark, I'm sorry. The boss says it's time. It's time. We keep bumping into each other. Have you seen Mark anywhere?
Not since we met you in the hall.
He's probably off running an errand somewhere.
He's a busy guy. I'm sure you're both very busy with the tribute.
There's a lot to do. A lot of people are coming.
And they'll all be gushing over Phoebe Hall.
Your mother has a lot of friends.
I'm not impressed. She wasn't my friend.
Oh, come on. I find that very hard to believe.
Really? You know, I can't count the number of times as a kid I just begged her to Spend some time with me? Go places with me?
Are you telling me your mother never took you anyplace? Never?
The times were so few, they're hardly worth remembering. There was one time, when I was 6 or 7, and I begged her to take me to the movies to see her latest picture. What do you know? She got mad at me. I did something to offend her. And she dragged me out of there so fast. So much for spending time with my mother.
Oh, well, you were awfully young at the time. Is it possible you might not remember it exactly the way I remember
I
it?
have a very good memory, Jonathan.
Oh, I'm sure you do, but when people are angry at their parents, the old mind has a way of distorting the fact.
Not so in my case.
You guys here to see Love That Girl?
I am.
Well, I got it threaded. We're ready to rock and roll.
Thanks. I'll be there in a minute.
Phoebe Hall. Boy, is she awesome.
Hey, look, I know you consider me a member of the enemy camp, but it'll be all right if I sat down for a while and watched.
Suit yourself.
Come in.
Hey, you kid. Hey, come on, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Here, wipe those tears. That's it. Now, come on, level with me.
Well, the show's a hit, and we'll be going on the road soon.
Well, hey, then maybe Europe. Paris, London, the Palladium.
I know.
Oh, come on, what's going on here? What's to cry about?
Well, you won't be going.
Sorry, Missy, just a minute. I got a problem in here.
Till the movie starts, Mommy.
Oh, just a few minutes, Gail.
I can't wait, Mommy.
Look, there's Phoebe Hall. Hey, Phoebe, how about your autograph, huh?
No, I don't know.
Come on, Phoebe. Just a few. I mean, I'm your fan.
Come on. With my little girl.
No.
I'm spending it with my daughter.
What are you talking about? We pay to see your picture. Come on. What are you talking about?
Are you all right, Miss?
Yeah. Yes, I'm all right. I just fell asleep. I had a dream.
Hey, Irene, what a knockout dress. You look lovely.
Thank you.
How's the lady of the hour? She want anything before the limo gets here?
Well, there is a problem, Jonathan. She says she's not going.
I'll talk to her.
Irene told you.
Yeah, she told me.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. It's one thing to know that the press release on the book is coming out today, but it's another to find that it's actually happening. I can't face all those people.
Look, I understand how you feel, but I've talked to all the people that are coming tonight. They love you and they want to see you.
That was before today.
Oh, Phoebe, you've known these people for 40 years. They're your friends. You really think they're going to change the way they feel about you because of some book your daughter wrote?
Jonathan, I don't think I can pull it off.
Phoebe, don't you see what you're doing? Huh? You're letting your daughter control your life.
I guess in a way I am.
Well, you can't. You can't back out of this tribute because of your daughter's anger. The tribute has nothing to do with that. Look, no matter what Gail thinks about you, you know the kind of person you are. You know how you are inside.
Well, I thought I did, but...
Hey, no buts. Phoebe, I don't know anybody who deserves a tribute more than you do. Nobody in this town.
You know, you're very dear.
Does that mean you'll go?
Oh, Jonathan, I don't know.
Phoebe, you know, all of your friends are going to be there tonight, waiting to see you, because they love you.
Well, I do have some pretty good friends. If I don't go, it wouldn't be very fair to them, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay. I'm an actress. I'll do it.
Still at it, huh?
Where'd you come from?
Your daughter let me in. Just on my way to the tribute.
And you're still trying to get me to go.
I thought I'd give it one more try.
You know, you are so concerned about my being there. You know who should really be there? My father. But he won't be. You know why? Because she killed him.
Gail, you know that's not true.
Yes, it is. He loved my mother. And he loved me. But Phoebe forgot all about that. And when she threw him out, she broke his heart. Destroyed him. He started drinking. And 2 years later, that's what killed him in a car accident.
So everything that happened is all your mother's fault.
I was there the night she threw him out. I know what she said to him. It was awful. Now, I won't change my mind. I am not going to my mother's tribute. But I will be watching a Phoebe Hall movie tonight. Ironic, isn't it? Now, if you'll excuse me.
But I don't know.
And I'll tell you something else. I am tired of being treated like Mr. Phoebe Hall.
Well, maybe you wouldn't feel that way if you went back to work.
Oh, what is that, a joke? Going back to selling furniture? I could work 10 lifetimes and not make what you make in a year.
But, Jack, you are spending all our money.
Oh, talk about being tight-fisted.
Jack, I have an endless stack of bills. For your new sports car, your tons of liquor. Plane tickets to Las Vegas for you and your gambling buddies.
Hey, if I didn't have my own friends, who would I have, huh? You think I'd be invited to all those fancy Hollywood parties if I wasn't married to some celebrity?
Jack, I didn't plan on becoming a celebrity. It just happened that way. Oh, Jack, this isn't getting us anywhere. Don't you see? You're barely functioning.
Oh, come on. I do what I'm supposed to do, don't I? Don't I take the kid out? Don't I take her places? I'm a good babysitter.
No, you're not. The truth is, I can't trust you anymore to take care of Gail. You've already had one accident with her in the car because of your damn drinking.
Well, she didn't get hurt, did she?
I can't believe you just said that. Jack, I want you to get yourself together.
Oh, now what is that? A threat? What if I don't?
Then I don't know if I can continue.
You? You talking about divorce? Oh, come on, my dear. What about that image of yours?
You know, I think I'm finally getting it through my thick head. Nothing's going to change. Jack, image or no image, this marriage is over. I want you out of the house.
Oh, sure you did.
I mean it, Jack. I want you out!
Phoebe! Phoebe, you don't want to break up.
Jack, it's over between us.
I can't believe you're just gonna throw me out like
I
this.
have had enough!
You're being so cold about it! Phoebe, I'm your husband. We had a kid together.
It's too late.
Come on, Phoebe. Phoebe, come on, just give me another chance, okay? I mean, where am I gonna go?
I'm sure one of your friends will take you in.
Oh, that's nice. That is really nice, Phoebe. All right, we'll play it your way, okay? Because I don't need you for this big house. You know what I need? You know what I need? I need a woman who isn't a stone.
Just let me know where you'll be and I'll send you your things.
Yeah, you just do that. Let me tell you something. When word gets around that you're the one who kicked me out, I'm the one that's gonna end up smelling like a rose, not you. So long, Phoebe.
Having directed Phoebe in 11 movies, I'd say I know her pretty well. Much better than some people who, think they know her. So I guess I have the right to say that Phoebe is one terrific human being.
Mother. I had to come. I don't know how to say this. All these years, it never occurred to me to even try to look at things from your point of view. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm wondering now if maybe I wasn't a little mixed up about things that happened when I was a kid.
What things?
Things about Father. Maybe he wasn't the perfect person I wanted him to be. Was he? Mother? Mother, answer me.
Why talk about it now? He's gone.
But he isn't. He's still between us.
Your father had serious problems.
Why didn't you ever talk to me about it?
Why? I guess it had to do with my own father. I was lucky because he was so good. His memory has been very important to me through the years. So I just couldn't bring myself to tear apart the memory of your father. It meant too much to you.
There you have it. From age 10 to the present. An actress
I-
all speaking. Please welcome her now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Phoebe Hall.
You are all so wonderful. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say another word, I would like to share this moment with two people who are very special to me. My daughter, Gail, and my granddaughter, Robin.
I'm sure you've all heard or read that I've been writing a book about my mother. Well, I want you all to know that I've called it off. Because I've realized that there is no way I can put into words how much my mother means to me and how proud I am of her. Would you please forgive me? I love you so much.
And I love you.
Ready.
Jonathan, my boy, how can I say this? You're not going to be moved upstairs.
Doesn't have to go. Doesn't have to go.
I tell you, I've been going back and forth on this one, and I keep coming to the same conclusion. You're too valuable down here. Too good at what you do.
Well, what about the boss?
Now, it's my decision. I've been given the authority to make it, so don't try to talk me out of it. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Clifford.
On the contrary, Jonathan. It's I who want to thank you. You see, I'm Phoebe Hall's father. Home, Stanley.
Hey, whoever owns this piece of junk, do you want to get it out of here?
I got news for you, pal. That's the most beautiful car in the world. Well, come on. What are you waiting for? We got an assignment.
Right.